Thought dolphins only belonged in the ocean? Think again. What if I told you there's a bubblegum pink dolphin that swims through flooded forests and is believed to be a shapeshifter? Welcome to another episode of CreatureDex, where the wild world of real-life animals meets their Pokémon counterparts. Let's dive into today's guest star, the mysterious Amazon river dolphin. The Amazon river dolphin, or Boto, is the largest of the 5 species of river dolphins. Its scientific name is called Inia geoffrensis. It's also often called the pink river dolphin due to the pinkish hue of its skin. These dolphins have low, ridge-like dorsal fins on their backs, long, slender snouts with lots of sharp teeth, plump bodies, chubby cheeks with sensory whiskers, and round, bulbous foreheads. They can grow up to 2.5 meters long and weigh around 185 kilograms. Unlike their oceanic cousins, their neck vertebrae are not fused, allowing them to turn their heads 90 degrees and help them maneuver through the narrow and crowded waterways of flooded rainforests. Their young start off with a gray mottled skin color, which can then turn pink due to the repeated abrasion of the skin surface, which is why males are often more pink than females since they get into more fights. Other factors such as temperature, water transparency, and geographical location also contribute to variations in their skin color. A final fact, despite often being believed to have poor eyesight, the river dolphin can see relatively well both in and out of the water. They can often be seen swimming upside down, possibly to help them see the bottom of the river and potential prey. Amazon river dolphins are the most widespread of their species. They are present in 6 countries in South America, including Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela. Their preferred habitats include river basins, canals, river tributaries, lakes, and at the ends of rapids and waterfalls. These dolphins can be solitary or social, often seen swimming alone, in twos, or in pods. The largest congregations are seen in areas with abundant food where groups gather to feast together. They are also reported to be less shy and sociable than bottlenose dolphins, although very curious and lacking fear of foreign objects. They have been seen holding the oars of fishermen, plucking underwater plants, rubbing against boats, and playing with turtles. These river dolphins are the most intelligent of the 5 freshwater dolphin species. They also depend on echolocation more than any other dolphin to navigate the murky Amazonian rivers, emitting clicks or sound waves from their nasal sacs, which then bounce off of objects of interest before being received by the dolphin's brain, giving them an idea of their surroundings. With one of the widest ranging diets among toothed whales, these guys are not picky eaters. They feed on up to 53 different species of fish, such as catfish, croakers, and even piranhas. Their molar-like teeth also help them crunch on tasty river turtles and freshwater crabs. Unlike oceanic dolphins, which swim in pods for protection, river dolphins are considered apex predators in their environment and have few natural predators. Their main threat is humans, getting caught in bycatch from fishing lines, being hunted for predator control, damming, and water pollution. These are just some of the factors behind river dolphins becoming an endangered species. And now, let's find out what the Amazon river dolphin looks like in the Pokémon universe. I'm calling this river dolphin's Pokémon form Delphask, inspired by the word delphine, Spanish for dolphin, and the word mask, alluding to the lore around it taking on a human face. In traditional folklore, river dolphins are believed to shapeshift into beautiful men or women called encantado, who then seduce villagers, sometimes taking them to an Atlantis-type city called the Underworld of Encante. Delphask is getting a water psychic typing, water to reflect its aquatic habitat and adept swimming abilities, and psychic to point to its high intelligence and surrounding mysticism. Its Pokédex entry would read, Delphask glides through flooded forests with elegance and ease. It's said to appear to lost travelers in humanoid form, either guiding them to safety or drawing them further into the rainforest with its illusions and fantastical visions. What kind of design captures the real-life characteristics of an Amazon river dolphin combined with some Pokémon flair? Let's find out. Here's what Delphask could look like. The pink coloration of the river dolphin you'll see is prominent, as well as its long, thin snout and long pectoral fins. Although not biologically accurate, I've given it a more defined dorsal fin to tie into enhanced echolocation abilities that river dolphins may have as they navigate through crowded, low visibility environments. Delphask's psychic subtyping is evident in the psionic blue energy emanating off its body, which it uses to power up its psychic type attacks. Delphask's stats are skewed towards special stats, with moderate special attack to fire off moves at a distance, and moderate special defense through the shielding provided by its psionic energy field. It has relatively low speed. Unlike their ocean-dwelling cousins, river dolphins are not designed to swim at high speeds through the crowded and murky Amazon rivers. And once you do break through its special defenses, it is pretty fragile, with a low HP stat. What kind of abilities might Delphask have? I think Swift Swim could be one of them. Although it's not normally a fast swimmer, this ability would increase Delphask's speed stat when it is raining, allowing it to more swiftly navigate through the water. Synchronize is another potential ability. This draws on the psychic influences for its Pokemon design, enabling Delphask to pass on status conditions like burn or paralysis back onto the inflictor. Now let's get into some potential moves for Delphask. I picture a mix of water and psychic type moves fired off at a distance, as well as some status inflicting moves. Starting with Calm Mind, this is where the user boosts special attack and special defense, playing to Delphask's natural strengths during battle. Extrasensory is another potential move. This is a psychic type attack that deals damage and has a 10% chance of causing the target to flinch. I was going to pick the more classic psychic attack over this, but then thought that extrasensory sort of alludes to having a sixth sense or special ability, kind of like the echolocation abilities of the river dolphin. Water Pulse. This is a move that deals damage and has a 20% chance of confusing the target, pretty fitting for a water psychic type Pokemon. And finally, Attract. This move causes Pokemon of the opposite gender to become infatuated. Infatuated Pokemon then have a 50% chance of being immobilized by love each turn and unable to attack. So this one's inspired by that traditional Amazon legend of these dolphins transforming into humans at night, seducing villagers before disappearing into the river by morning. So, what do you think? Would Delphask make it into your team? What abilities or moves do you think it would have? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're liking these Pokemon wildlife crossovers, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow Pokemon and animal enthusiasts. See you next time on CreatureDex.